Hey guys, it's Max. We just finished shooting our Ryzen build video, and I wanted to make another video talking about how to achieve a dramatic lighting look for your YouTube videos. As you guys see here, this is pretty dramatic. We have the lights off, we have practical lights, we have some backlighting, some out of focus areas. So it's a really nice, great look compared to the standard bright setup. So we're gonna show you step by step what you need to do to get this type of a look as far as lighting and maybe lens options. Now, before we go into each individual light and camera setup, I want to show you guys a whole picture of what our lighting looks like. So over here, you guys see our main light. This is a very large 48-inch softbox, nice and soft light, and it's going to be our main key. Over there, we have our camera. It's quite a bit away so that we can get some nice compression with a longer lens. And then right on the side of me, you guys will see there's two lights. This is accent for the case and a little bit of a backlight for myself. Here we have one of the subjects. This is our case. I want it to be in the shot because that's what we're talking about. The second subject is going to be myself sitting here. And then we have another hair or edge light right up there. That's kind of the main edge light that's going to be on my right shoulder. So let's start off talking about where you're going to place your subject. As you guys see here, we have a table and it's at an angle to the background, and we have different objects there in the background with some distance between it. This is going to give the effect of depth with different layers of objects, and it's going to look a lot nicer. If you just set up a chair in front of a wall, it's going to be very flat and very plain, and you won't get a dramatic look. Now here I have a computer on my desk because this is the second subject. It's what I'm talking about, and I'm going to be sitting on this stool, and I'm the main subject. Now, as you see, the computer case is actually 2 to 3 feet behind me and kind of over the shoulder because I want to make it look a little bit more interesting, a little bit more dramatic, and have some depth between me and the second subject. Now let's talk about lens choice. Here we have a crop sensor body with a 50mm lens. If you buy a standard budget kind of DSLR setup, it's going to have a kit lens. It's going to be either 16 to 50 or 18 to 55. But what you want to do is you want to zoom it in all the way because you get more compression with the background. It just looks better. Now this lens allows you to get down to f1.8, which is really nice. It's going to give you subject background separation. So this example shot you guys see right here is using a kit lens, and it's at f5.6 because that's what the kit lens is limited to. When you zoom in, you see there's a lot in focus, and we have to have our ISO at 1000, which is going to degrade the quality. So here we have our settings at f5.6 and ISO 1000. Now f5.6 is your standard kit lens, and you need ISO 1000 to get a proper exposure. Since we have this nice f1.8 lens, we can lower down to f1.8, which as you see makes the image very bright. It's going to give us less in focus. Because it's so bright and there's more light hitting the sensor, we can lower our ISO all the way down to 100. Now, as you guys see the difference before and after, we have a lot less in focus, which looks nicer, and we're at our base ISO, which is going to give you a higher quality video and less noise. So a pretty big difference, right? Even without adding any lighting, that makes it a lot more dramatic, and it makes the shot just look a lot more interesting and more professional. Now the great thing is 50mm lenses are really one of the cheapest and best bang for the buck options. This lens for Sony is roughly about $250. If you have a Canon camera, you're really lucky because you could pick up something for about $100 or maybe $180 for Nikon. So I'll go ahead and I'll leave a link of different lenses for different camera bodies, and these are really the first lens you should buy after you get the camera with the kit lens, and it'll let you do a much more dramatic, nicer, more professional looking shot like what you just saw. Next, we're going to introduce our key light. Now, key light is basically your main light that's lighting up your subject, and it's the first light that you should introduce. So here we have a very large softbox, and this is an Aputure 120D. So it's a very nice LED light. I'm going to link it in the video description. It is on the more expensive side, but it is an amazing light. So if you're just getting started, I'll link a less expensive alternative as well. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on, and you're going to be able to see the difference in the shot without having this light and with having this light. Now this is a very powerful light, so I only have it set to about 65% brightness because it's just so bright and so nice. Now you guys see it's actually angled away from where our main subject is. I'm not pointing it directly at my face, because if I do point it at my face, it's just going to blast my face with light. And having it at this direction, it hits my face or the subject's face on the side, and it leaves a little bit of a shadow on the other side, which looks really nice. Now, we've already improved the shot quite a bit from what we started with, but now we need to get it to a more dramatic look, which is why we're going to be shutting off the lights. Now we're going to introduce our hair light, or in this case, more of the edge light. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's an edge light, and it gives you a nice framing on your subject, and it separates you from the background. Here I'm using another aperture. This one is a 120T, which means tungsten, so it's a much warmer light. And you guys will see the difference on the subject before and after. It's quite a bit of a difference. And I only have this powered at 35%. So these aperture lights are very powerful, like I mentioned, and I'll link this in the description as well. And here we have a Fresnel mount, and this allows you to adjust the beam. So we're doing a more spot beam on our subject. Now the next light we're going to introduce is this mini ICANN spotlight. It's very inexpensive and it's very flexible. I absolutely love this light, and I'm going to be doing a review on it sometime soon. I keep saying that. But let's show you what difference this makes. This is going to light up some of the case, and it's also going to give me another edge light from this angle. The next light we're going to introduce is this newer LED light with a tungsten filter added to it. This is one of the first lights I ever bought. It's very inexpensive, and it is quite wide. So I'm going to supplement this spot beam with this wide beam. This is also going to light up the case. It's going to separate the case a little bit from the background, and it's going to give a little bit more warmth on the side of me. This has an adjustable level as well, and I'm going to bring it down to about 75%, so I'm not throwing too much light on our background. Now the last lights we're going to introduce aren't meant to light up your subject, but they're called practicals. They're just light that are shown in the video that make it look more interesting, more dramatic, and give some more depth. So we have a lamp right here, and then we have a salt lamp right here. So let's take another look to how we started out, adjusted to a faster lens with less in focus and better low light, added on our main key light, then we switched off the lights, added in one edge light, then another edge light that lights up the case, a wider edge light, and then our practicals. So quite a bit of a difference. Once again, I'm going to have all these lights linked in the description and some alternatives to the more expensive lights that I used. Hopefully this video helped you guys out and gave you guys some more ideas on what you could do for your videos to improve the quality and to make them more dramatic. Alright guys, so let me know what you guys thought of that. Was it helpful for your videos? If you guys want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to be a part of our Patreon, and for a few bucks a month, get extra perks and support more videos like this, check out the link in the video description to our Patreon page. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.